Hi there, Eric Tate here from Penguin Magic, and today I'm going to teach you how to make people pick the exact card that you want. Being able to force a card is a foundational element for card magicians, and I can't wait to teach you 5 different ways to force a card. But before we get into it, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified the next time we put up great content like this for you to see. So, just to keep things square today, while you can force any playing card, you're going to know exactly when I force a playing card on you because I'm going to be using this card right here so that you know that it's the card I wanted you to pick. The first one we're going to learn is the crosscut force created by Max Holden. So after you have apparently given the deck a shuffle, and if you want to learn how to keep this force card exactly where you want it, go check out our video on my top 5 favorite card sleights for beginning magicians. So you would have somebody cut the deck, and then you would take this and you would mark the cut like that. Ask them if they feel like they had a completely free choice in where they cut, and say, let's take a look at the card you cut to, and right there, you will have forced this particular card on them. This is a great force that uses something called timed misdirection. So that force card that you want them to pick is on top of the deck. You have them freely cut the deck anywhere. Then you pick up the bottom half of the deck and place it at an angle like this. What that does is that apparently marks the place that they think they cut. This is the original top half of the deck. This is the bottom half of the deck. When you ask them if they feel like they had a free choice, that allows them some time to think about something else other than keep track of which position of the pack is the top and the bottom. Then you can have them take a look at this card, and of course, it's exactly the card you wanted. It seems like it's pretty basic, but trust me, I use this one all the time in my regular work, and it flies right under the radar. Let's take a look at the second force here. This is the riffle force. So I would have somebody run my thumb down the side of the deck like this and have somebody say stop wherever they wanted. And of course, wherever they stop, they're going to stop at the exact card that I want them to select. The riffle force is a fantastic force. What you're going to do is you're going to cut the deck. You're going to swing cut the deck so you have the deck in your right hand, and you're going to put the bottom half of the deck on top of the card, and you're going to maintain a small break right here with your pinky. But of course, from the front, they can't see that. When you run your thumb down the side of the deck, it doesn't matter where they say stop. You just lift up on the back at the break and lift up and offer this forward. And I'll give you a little tip. If you run your finger across the front of it when they've said stop in the area where they've genuinely said stop, it is more convincing when you pick up that entire packet and have them take the card that you forced on them. The riffle force is a great force. It feels very free, and you're going to love doing it in your tricks. Let's move on to number 3. Hey, real quick before we get into the other forces, if you want to get more in-depth information on these, as well as a bonus force and a really cool trick where a card vanishes from the deck and appears in the wallet, go check out the link below and find out the free version of this on Penguin Magic. We got lots of cool tutorials over on Penguin Magic that are absolutely free, and you can learn some fantastic magic from them. The third force we're going to cover today feels like they can pick any card they want. You can have them go like this, and you know what? You can spread the entire deck and just have them touch the back of any playing card. Let's say they touch this one. You're going to have them remember this card, and of course, that is the card that you forced. This is called the under the spread force. It's a really, really fantastic way to force a card, and it feels more like something very open. It doesn't feel like you're cutting the deck. You're going to have your card that you want to force on the top of the deck. And you're going to count off a couple of cards and then say, you know what, just touch the back of any card. What's really happening is you're pushing these cards on top of the little packet you counted off before. Wherever they touch the back of a card, you break the deck at that point, and you're just going to tap this closed, and you're shoving all of the cards above the card that you wanted to force. So when you bring it up and show them this, they're going to remember the exact card you want. But at speed, it looks very convincing. And you know what? There's a link in the description below to a completely free, more in-depth tutorial over on Penguin Magic where I teach you how to perform this force so that it looks just like this, where they can go anywhere and you don't have to count any cards off of the bottom. Let's move on to the fourth force. This is one that I use on stage all the time. Have somebody say stop wherever they want, and then you offer this card right there for them, and of course, that is the force card. This is called the Golden Force, created by Max Golden. You may have also heard of it called the Rollover Force. The card that you want somebody to select is right on top of the deck. You're going to run your thumb down the side of the deck, and wherever they say stop, you simply roll that over onto your other hand, just like that. And to make it more convincing, I like to, after I roll it over, offer this forward and pull my left hand back with the remainder of the deck and have them take this one. It actually makes it kind of flourishy and fancy, but that right there is the golden force or the rollover force. It's a really, really effective way to force a card. Let's move on to the last force. For this one, you're going to have your audience take a series of actions which feels like they're also mixing the deck while selecting a card. Have them cut a small packet of cards, turn it face up, and put it on top of the other cards. Now have them cut deeper, turn that over, and put that down. You'll spread the deck out like this and say, we've eliminated these cards. We'll take the first face down card, and of course, this card right here is your force card. This is called the cut deeper force or the Balducci force, created by Ed Balducci. The card that you want your audience to select is going to be right here on the top of the deck. Have them cut a small packet of cards and then turn it face up. Now, this is where it often gets the name the cut deeper force. You tell them, cut a little bit deeper and pick this up and turn this over. Because of the way this works, right now, your force card is face up, but when you turn the second packet face down, that reverses the position of all of the cards that were above the force card, and the force card is now the first card that's face up. So when you spread the deck and say we're going to eliminate these cards and take the first card that's face down, it is the force card. It works because your audience has a difficult time keeping track of the position of the cards as you rotate the pack over and over again. It's a really, really effective force and a great way to surprise your audience by making them pick the card that you wanted. Before we go, I want to show you one little bonus thing. It's actually, it involves my wallet. We see what I'm going to do is take a credit card out of my wallet and have somebody say stop wherever they want, and I will slide the credit card in there just like that. And I want you to take a look at the card that is just directly underneath the credit card, that card right there. Remember that card, because now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it vanish from the deck. You see, if we go through the deck right now, you'll see that your card is not in there. It's not in there at all. Not in the top, not in the middle, not in the bottom. That is because it has vanished and reappeared right here inside my wallet. This is a fantastic trick that relies on a card force that I'm going to teach you over at Penguin Magic. If you go to the link below, not only will I give you a more in-depth tutorial on all of the forces you've seen, but you'll learn this impossible card to wallet that is super easy to do. Thanks so much for sticking around and learning how to force cards with me. Once again, I'd love to see you over at Penguin Magic for some more in-depth tutorials. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you'll get notified when more of these videos, tutorials come up. My name's Eric Tate. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.